Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shadows Within. We present to you from the Shadowed City, IWA Warroom. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody's having a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. It's going to be a great show, guaranteed. Another great Warroom. And also, go check out the pro wrestling companies: Forever Pro Wrestling, Pure Pro Wrestling, Dropkick Championship Wrestling, Alba Championship Wrestling, New Era Wrestling, Texas Style Wrestling, Imperial Wrestling Federation, Scottish Wrestling Entertainment, House of Glory, Combat Zone Wrestling, IWC International, our Reality of Wrestling, Extreme Pro Wrestling, Juggalo Championship Wrestling, Coastal Championship Wrestling, Deadlock Pro Wrestling, Squared Circle Megastars, Chaos Wrestling, Enterprise Pro Wrestling, Major League Wrestling, Horror Slam, Micromania Tour, No Holds Barred Wrestling NHB, SVN, Insane Championship Wrestling, Three Legacies Wrestling, Rise Underground Pro Wrestling, Southern Wrestling Alliance, Breakout Pro Wrestling, Continental Championship Wrestling. We also have ICW North, ICW Milwaukee, ICW NHB, Championship One Wrestling, Shadow Wrestling Alliance, Chaotic Wrestling, Atomic Legacy Wrestling, Discover Pro Wrestling Magic, Odyssey Pro Wrestling Turbo, Palmetto Championship Wrestling, City Championship Wrestling, Valor Wrestling, Viral Pro Wrestling, Elite Breakout Wrestling, Asylum Wrestling, Revolution, SWF Live Pro Wrestling, No Holds Barred Wrestling, NHB, Bree, Combination Pro Wrestling, SVN, Insane Championship Wrestling, and many, many more as the pro wrestling world and eFed worlds continue to grow. And we await our guest here, but also go check out the eFed companies like 3Dub, Wrestling, Revolution Championships Wrestling, TPEW, King's Court Wrestling, Dragon Pro Wrestling, All Out War Entertainment, International Wrestling Association, Independent Wrestling Association, Imperial Wrestling Federation, International Pro Wrestling, Battlegrounds Wrestling, Swag Championship Wrestling, Vendetta Championship Wrestling, BUW, JSW, GMF, GMW, GEW, EPW, Eclipse Pro Wrestling, SLW, SPW, Syndicate Pro Wrestling, TXT 10x10. Welcome, Final Chief. The Final Chief is in the house, and he runs Battleground Wrestling Anarchy. Please go check out his stuff. He has some great content and that you would not want to miss, ladies and gentlemen. I guarantee you. I saw the show the other night. It was a banger. Great show, by the way, sir. Yes, yes. Also, All Smoke Wrestling, Demons Funhouse, the once-a-year special by Mr. Woods. Anytime, sir, anytime. We share out all the good eFeds and all the eFeds that I associate with around here, and it is a beautiful community. Love each and every single one of them. And it continues to grow with new and more talent to come. And we await our guests, the mighty, wherever he may be. But do you have any other plans for Battleground Wrestling Anarchy that we should be in store for, sir? And maybe one of these days we could do a freaking a review show on one of your shows or something. That'd be awesome. Would be an honor to. And I don't think I've had the Final Chief on here. Maybe the Final Chief needs to make an appearance on here. We've had many of others, but I don't think we've had the Final Chief. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Pepsi, our #1 product here from the GWF. Also, go check out Carolina Legacy Pro Wrestling. They've had some great shows go on right now. The boss is taking some personal time, but hopefully soon we'll be back up and going with that. And right here, we hope that everybody does take care of themselves personally. And please, take your time. Do what you need to do. I am not sure where our guest is here, ladies and gentlemen, but we shall await him. Until then, RCW Revolution Championships Wrestling has returned. Mr. Eddie Walker posted out the divisions today and the champions, and he will be posting up the full roster very soon, so you can see who all is on the roster. And Hellfire will continue to grow and thrive on Season 3. This is their third season going with Uprise, so it is going to be great to see where they go with that. Eddie has a fantastic show lined up, and we can't wait to see what all 7 matches shall be when it's done. But yes, and also, if you did not check out the show the other day by Revolutions Championships Wrestling, it was a banger of a night, I will say. We had 7 great matches for the return of Hellfire, which we shall go over while we await the arrival of Mr. Mighty. And also, if you did not check out DPW Wrestle Kingdom 3, go check that out. That was such a hell of a show. We had the kickoff. It was the Red Wolves taking on Team Hayabusa. Team Hayabusa making their debut on RCW with Team Hayabusa walking out victorious. And then we had Reagan Anderson versus Nikki Cross in Extreme Rules. And Reagan had a match later on in the night. That was due to technical difficulties by 2K. But nevertheless, it was a great matchup. And Reagan came out victorious this matchup. It was a triple threat death match between the ICP, Shaggy 2 Dope, and Violent J versus the Gangsters New Jack and Mustafa Saeed versus the Dudley Boys, Bubba and Devon Dudley. And that match was full of brutality. It was full of insane actions. All 3 teams are hardcore and violent in their own way. And in the end, the Gangsters walked out victorious. Buster Anderson took on Leon Carter in an underground matchup. It was an incredible matchup, and in the end, Buster came out with the W. And next up was a Bloodline Rules match between the Fiend Bray Wyatt and the Homicidal, the Suicidal, the Genocidal, the Human Highlight Reel, Sabu. And the Fiend was victorious. Next up was a fatal 4-way Falls Count Anywhere between Britt Graves, Medea, Reagan Anderson, and Angel Bryant, with Britt Graves walking out with the W and the win. Makes you wonder what will be next for her and what will be next for the other superstars of Hellfire. And then the main event was Rob Anderson, Big Lou, Medea, and Angel Bryant. And in the end, I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it was Urkel, John Robb, the Dog Rob Anderson, and Big Lou, with Urkel walking away victorious. He came out as Stone Cold Steve Urkel, though. That was impressive. Was a great matchup. It was wild. And Eddie is still preparing the card for next show of Hellfire. And welcome Fiendish Ways, welcome sir. Hope you are well. Akane Vachon is in the house, everybody. And who knows, maybe Franco is not far behind. And also, another thing, please go check out the pro wrestling shows that I said. IWF had their first show coming up, and it's something to be seen, you know what I'm saying? IWF is going to continue to grow. Imperial Wrestling Federation, I'm happy to see them thrive. DJB, GM Strange, Spawn, many others in that company that you should go check out. And from Dropkick as well. Franco's passed out. Understood. Hello, Mr. Briggs. Welcome, sir. Had an impressive show not too long ago as we prepare for Realm of the Gods. Realm of the Gods. Finning to be fired. And I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea who the mighty is, but he's able to join on when he can. This is all exclusive, inclusive to anybody and everybody. IWA Warroom, y'all know how it works. IWA, we represent a lot, and anybody's able to come on and speak their mind and how they feel. And yeah, you know how we are with the IWA Warroom. Yes, welcome, Briggs. Good job what you're doing with TXT. If you guys have not been watching TXT, it is some great stuff. A new thriving company that is going to continue to grow with the world of professional wrestling and e-fetting. I am happy to see where this will take them and the journey ahead. And like I said, this world continues to grow. Wrestling all around. Wrestling is a sport that we all live, breathe, and thrive on. And I'm happy to be a part of this community. And eventually we will get the movie night up and running for the Shadowed City. Oh, well, it looks like XPWF is going on right now. I just got a notification. Please go check out the XPWF, X-Rated Professional Wrestling. They are really some great stuff, and they produce great content, and they will not disappoint. I guarantee it, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm also supposed to be doing an interview with Mr. Beemore at some point, too, to talk about AOWE. Maybe he would like to come on here, and maybe we could talk about it on Warroom. And I know for a fact we will have Briggs on here in the future to talk about Realm of the Gods, especially. I know I would love to go over that with him or even do a prediction show. That would be incredible and a true honor. And I am still inviting people to come and watch. And also, IWA has IWA Game Changer coming up. Please do not miss that. A bunch of great matches are set. We even have a Sabu Memorial Battle Royal. And the winner, who knows what the winner will get, but mostly it is in honor of the one and only Sabu, who was recently passed away from the wrestling world. And we all miss Sabu. May he rest in peace. But yeah, for AOWE, everybody, Mr. Beemore has a stacked pay-per-view behind him, and I cannot wait to go over this. It will feature people like Riley, Big B, Lewis West. We'll see like Pinky and Candy. We'll have Shay. You name it. AOWE, all-out war entertainment. Every single war is a show. Every single match is crazy. And if you guys missed it yesterday, I was on here with Mr. Davis for a 2-part show interview, and it was a true honor nonetheless. It was a true honor, and to go over Wrestle Kingdom, and Wrestle Kingdom was just a spectacle. If you guys missed it, you guys need to go check it out. Like, it was matches from a gauntlet. It was singles matches, title matches, bloody matches. It was story. It was amazing, and especially that main event between the last man standing of CJ Frost and Leo Blade, winner take all. And who knows what will happen going forward. And when we get to DPW Wrestle Kingdom 4. And I know I said 10 the other day, I got too excited. But first, they have to get through 4 to do so, and I guarantee we'll be seeing a 4th one, which will be just as much of a banger, if not bigger, as 3. like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is all inclusive to anybody that would like to join. This is how War Room is. We all inclusive to anybody and everybody. And the Mighty has still not gotten back to me. We'll get it go a little bit longer, waiting for him. But also in RCW, there is supposedly a new faction on the rise. I don't know, things have been kind of different since new people have been arriving, and these people have been arriving at strange times. Makes you wonder, what is coming to RCW? What new group, what new alliance is coming? And RCW has had many of groups roll through. Many have tried and failed to take over the company. But this group, there's just a different aura about them, their presence. And that remains to be seen on RCW. Well, what else did I do? Oh, yes. If you guys are not ready for Rumble Gods and saw who would make it into those matches from the Battle Royals, please go check those out. Realm of the Gods, it should be a banger. We went over the matches the other day. If you guys missed that, please go check that out. And the match is set already. It's just like, it's crazy from the start. You have Eddie versus Grimlord, and you go into a gauntlet. Excuse me. You go into a fatal four-way tornado tag match, and then you have a ladder match next, just building the chaos as it goes. It is insane the thing of how this works here in the wrestling world, ladies and gentlemen. The wrestling world is full of surprises, and TXT will continue to bring the surprises. Let it run a little bit longer. Welcome, the Mighty. Hello, sir. I am adding you in, sir. You may join in when you're ready. Welcome.
Hello? Hey, my bad.
You're all good, sir. I've been trying to keep the people entertained, and I think I gave them some news to look forward to while we were waiting for you, sir.
You said you gave him some nudes.
Huh?
You said you gave him some nudes?
No, I said news. News.
Man, hey, this not this type of. We
Yeah,
don't
this
do
ain't
that
the
here.
spicy content, man.
We don't do that here.
Yeah, this ain't the spicy channel.
This this ain't AOWE, man. We don't do that here.
Oh, your favorite company, right? Your favorite
My favorite company I'm
people.
always getting thrown out of.
So, sir, what's happening? What's going on? And what's going on with IWA? What's been happening? What do you want to tell
Oh
us?
my
A
god.
lot
So
of chaos, what I've been seeing.
yeah, a lot of chaos. Of course, everybody know my game got wiped out, so having to kind of start from scratch. So a lot of changes, a lot of departures, a lot of people coming in, out. You know how it goes. Wrestling business, doors always revolving. So just having to just kind of tread through those waters and kind of figure out what I want to do next as far as incoming talent. Um, So with that being said, we kind of got to switch up Game Changer a lot. So Game Changer, the card that I put out is not going to be the card that we're going to be doing. It's going to be a whole lot of different stuff going on. So basically, the match with Big Bad Baby Daddy and CJ Frost. That match is off. I don't want to get into the details of why it's off, but that match is off. And we'll be trying to. Well, I found a replacement. He will reveal himself soon, but there is a replacement for CJ Frost. Um, and as far as so since that match is off, we're gonna have to pivot to another match. So what we'll be doing is crowning the number one contender for Leo Blade. So I know I said I didn't want to do this at first, but you know, with everything that's going on, why not spice everything up? So what we're gonna do is a 30-man Leo Blade Invitational Royal Rumble
At Game Changer.
at Game Changer.
That is big news. And Mr. Leo Blade, that is, I can't wait to hear what he's got to say about that.
So everybody can. It's like I said, it's an invitation. Anybody can show up. I'm gonna open the doors up and let anybody show up who wants to show up. You are more than welcome to show up and kind of speak your piece on if you want to be the next number one contender for Leo Blade. Now, with us pivoting from that match, we'll have to slot something else in for the main event. So in doing that, the new main event will be Wildman versus Chambers.
That is going to be an absolute banger.
So that match, Leo Blade will still be the special guest referee, and I have gave him the full authority to do whatever he needs to do to make sure we have a winner. So whatever he says kind of goes in that match. I'm not going to really say nothing. I'm going to get with him and see if he got any rules that he want to enforce. And we'll go from there, but that's the way we're going to do that. I'm going to try to get Big Bad Baby Daddy on the card in some sort of a match still, but like I said, that match with him and CJ Frost is off. I don't want to go into the details of why, but that match is no longer happening.
That's understood.
And I had somebody come to me willing to step up to face him, and I think everybody gonna like who this person is, because I think a lot of people kind of forgot who this person is. So I think he wants to kind of remind everybody who he is, and I have no problem with that, stepping up to the plate and kind of
That's what
letting everybody know.
you
Like,
look for here anyways.
yeah, that's what I look for here. Like people stepping up, man. Like,
Yeah,
don't wait for opportunity, take it.
exactly.
And, in the midst of saying that, I have one guy that I know for a fact is going to do that, and that's one Jake Graves. I have really high
Jack
hopes for
Graves?
him here. Yep,
You have
Jack Graves.
Yeah.
Jack Graves. I have really high hopes for him, and he will. I'm sure he's going to be one of the ones that's in that invitational.
Oh,
Royal
dude,
Rumble.
he's not going to disappoint you. I'm sorry. If he gets near a title, there will be no doubt one day I see him holding one of your belts in some capacity. Where he goes, the blood and rum follows, and the gold is just as close.
Hey, like I said, I'm down for it all. I encourage people to step up. I'm not going to be like, well, no, y'all knew. Let's hold off. No, you want to fight? Let's fucking fight. Let's do it. And I'm all for it, man. I'm all for the chaos. Now, with the whole CJ Frost news, there is more to come with that, but I don't want to give away all the details. But don't let what you see fool you, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll leave it at that, and I'll let y'all interpret with that, y'all, or whatever y'all want to interpret with that. But don't let what you think you see be what you think it is.
No, that is a true fact. Like, never believe half of what you see and only half of what you hear. I believe the expression is something like that.
Yeah, because most of the stuff that's being done by CJ, and me just knowing him for the time I have been knowing him, I kind of notice he got this always like a method behind what he's doing. So I don't like when he had left. Me and him already had talks. Like I talked to everybody. I try to keep an open line to where I'm not as shocked as everybody else is. Like, oh man, I already be knowing what's going on. So I just kind of just like, okay, I'll let them kind of try to come together with what they think it was going on. But I already be knowing half the stuff. But I don't want to like if I tell everybody everything, then it's not. It don't leave no room for no surprise.
Exactly.
So
The
I'll just
surprise
leave it
is
like this.
like where it's at.
Yeah, so I'm a and that's the thing too. I love the fact that I give these guys freedom to even feel like they can express themselves and not feel like they being like having a gun to their head. Like, no, you gonna do this. You gonna no. If it's something that you don't want to do, I'm not gonna be like pissed off that you don't want to do it. I'd rather you tell me you don't want to do it than do it and then don't be happy about it. Because like I said, this company is for everybody. It's not just for me or uh, my liking. Like if you have a suggestion, speak your suggestion and we can work it out. And that's the way we get through stuff. But
Exactly.
being stuck in a situation where you don't want to be in, okay, cool. Let it be known that you don't want to be there, and that's fine. Is I'm really not tripping on that only because I know what type of person that guy is, and like I said, he helped me out a lot. So um, I get what he's doing, and like I said, to others it's probably confusing, but I understand what he's doing, so I don't really take offense to him not wanting to take part as far as that. Like I said, no bad blood on my end with that
Hey,
because I get it.
yeah. I literally just sent him the 2 videos we did yesterday. Told him that they were uploaded.
Yeah, so I appreciate him even looking out for me the way he does. So uh, like when you like I now I always say this when you got like aura about you that can go a long way and you can kind of not dictate what you do but you can kind of have some say in like hey is it cool if I don't do this or I don't do that it's okay yeah that's why I say I have an open line of communication. That's why I say nobody in IWA should be upset about nothing going on because I have that open line of communication with everybody here. If you don't want to do something, tell me I want to do it. That's fine. We can work something else and make something else work. It don't have to be what I think gonna work. It's about what everybody thinks is gonna work. So that way we can get the ball rolling. You can ask you part of creator, so you know how it works. If it's something that you don't want to do or you don't like, okay, let's talk about it. Let's discuss it first and see why you possibly don't like it, and let's see what we can do to fix it, and then move on from there. But the one thing I'm not gonna tolerate or deal with is people being upset, but then don't want to speak on why they're upset. So
Indeed.
if I'm giving you that open line of communication, just say why you're upset, and then we can move on from that. But that's one thing I'm not gonna cry about is people leaving. If you leave, you leave. It's fine. I'm not mad because at the end of the day, it's just a hobby. We are here to have fun anyway, and I'm not here to just get caught up in the drama of wondering why people want to leave or don't want to stay. That's their
Yeah,
prerogative. That's what they got to do. It is what it is. I'm there to put on the show for the people who want to be there, and that's what I'm gonna
exactly.
keep doing. I'm not gonna really just get caught off guard and kind of lose my stuff like I almost did, and I had to kind of learn that for myself. If I keep uh, getting upset about stuff that I can't control, then I ain't gonna have a good league. I ain't gonna be a good booker or a good owner or nothing like that because I'm sitting up worried about stuff I can't control. So I let people be who they want to be and let them do what they need to do to get themselves together because I can't control if somebody want to be there or don't want to be there. That I can't control, so I don't try to control it.
You can.
I just let it be what it's
You
gonna
are the
be.
one that's literally working with the system to let us do this. You are the one literally doing the system part of everything. You have to recreate everything. You have to do the belts. You have to do the arenas, all that. And I'm grateful for that. I wish there was a way I could help out from here.
Now
Like,
you do help out because you want to get the news out. If you want, you have
hey,
the news won't
game
even
change.
be
You
out.
know, I'm always happy to help out.
So that right there, when you say you feel like you don't do enough, I feel like you overdo a lot of stuff too because there's a lot of stuff you don't have to do, but you still do it. So everybody plays a part. Like and I don't want to say who all's in creative because I don't want
Yeah,
people to
yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, they. But the people who in creative know why they in creative, and I leave it at that. They all know why they there. They all have a place where they know that they ideas are being listened to, and they have good ideas.
I
And
think
that's
we
why
have
I
a
say I
great
try.
creative team.
Yeah, we really do. And that's why I'm not gonna have all the answers, and that's why I don't portray like I do. And
Yeah,
that's why I always ask y'all like what y'all think. Hey, what you think? I even ask in the group. Without asking creative, I ask in the group sometimes. Hey, what y'all think about this? Just to see what everybody thinks. Cause like I say, I know wrestling, but I'm not like just a diehard know everything and
yeah,
this gonna work. This is gonna work. I know it's gonna work. And if y'all say it don't work, you a lie. No, I don't know it all. So that's why I depend on my roster to be honest with me about stuff they don't like. Like if you don't like it, tell me you don't like it. So that way we can find something else that you do like. So that way it can be fun for everybody. But to sit around and be miserable in a e-fed that you don't want to be in, that's to me it's stupid.
yeah.
It's just flat out stupid. Just if you don't like something, tell I don't like that. Okay, cool, boom. We can move on. We can do something else. But to sit around and be somewhere where you don't want to be is just flat out stupid.
Yeah.
There's no other way around that to make that sound cool or anything like that. If you're somewhere you don't want to be and you still there, that's just stupid on your part. If you to go complain about anything else or complain about that e-fed is just dumb in itself because you have the option to remove yourself, but yet you choose to still be there. So if you're gonna still be there and you don't like what's going on, then that's on you. Because we all do stuff that's different. Ain't nobody the same. We all stand out. You go to Shockwave stuff. His stuff is way different from anybody else's stuff.
Facts.
AWE way different from anybody else's stuff. Nobody's doing what none of these other brands. Dragon Pro. Nobody's doing what nobody else is doing. Even these newer guys who came in the leagues that they in. I know a lot of them like the deathmatch concept. So since I see that, okay, I'm a booker and I see that that's something a match style that I see that they like. Okay, let's try to work that in somewhere in IWA. It ain't got to be a
Nomad
whole.
is definitely somebody you should look into for deathmatch
Oh
division
yeah,
worthy
I talked
because
to him.
he is a
Yeah, I
fan of the
talked to
death
him.
matches.
Yeah, I try to get to. That's what I was telling Jake the other day when I was talking to him. I try to get to know people so that way I can kind of know what everybody likes, so it ain't just stuck on. Well, this is what I like, and this is what we do here, and this is all. That's the cutoff. This is all we do. So I don't know
Yeah.
what you used to do, but this is what we do here, and that's just how it's gonna go. No, okay. What you like? What's something that intrigues you? Oh, I like when people do blah blah. Okay, cool. We can try to work that in somewhere. What else do you like? Oh, I like this too. Blah blah. Okay, cool. What else do you like? Oh, I like this too. Blah blah. Cool. Let's try to work this stuff in where everybody feel like they have a place, and it's just like, man, we just here watching stuff we think we like. That it get old. It gets you're gonna like it for a little bit, but then eventually it's gonna get old because it's not nothing that you like. You just saying you like it because, well, I just want to be on the show. No, if you don't like it, you don't like it, and I'm not gonna be mad if you don't like it. I'd rather you tell me you don't like it, so hey, well, we can make something that you do like. Because, like I said, IWA is for everybody. It's all inclusive. It's for everybody. It's not for me and
Exactly.
what I like and what I think works. It's for what everybody likes.
That's what I was literally saying on the live before you joined on. This is all inclusive to everybody. We know how IWA Warroom works. If you have something to say, come on in.
Yeah, it's for everybody. It's literally for everybody. I don't feel like nobody should feel like they not being listened to here because I literally listen to everybody.
No, facts.
Yeah, I literally listen to everybody. I want everybody to feel heard here because I've been places where you don't feel heard or you do feel heard, but then the idea never goes through, and which is cool because, like I said, they are entitled to run how they want to run, which is perfectly fine. There's no heat there. Everybody just runs different, and I'm learning that too in Dragon Pro. Dragon Pro runs different from what I'm used to, so it's frustration on my part because I don't understand it. And like I said, I talked to CJ about it. There's certain things about Dragon Pro I don't understand as far as the chats, and
Okay.
I don't understand it. So
Do
I'm
you
thinking
not
I'm rubbing people the wrong
understand that
way.
there's a role play and not a role play?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, so I noticed that gets confusing for some people. Some people like, yeah, it works, but I do notice people that are in the OOC chat will still roleplay them.
Yeah,
And
that's what
it's
threw
like,
me
it
off.
does get confusing at times, so I don't blame you. Like, I really don't. Like, not everybody would assume, oh, I see these people roleplaying in here, but it must be okay. But then, that starts to confuse it.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't want to disrespect CJ because I know that's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
even though he has his admins, I don't want to disrespect his chat by going off on his admins because he did choose them for a reason. So it's not for me to be going off and cursing them out, and it was working like that well before I got there. So I can't get mad and be like, hey, change this for me and make this work for me so I could be in here. No, if I
Yeah.
and like I said, I have asked people to help me with it, and nobody's reached out to me but CJ. So that's why, like, I asked him. I said, I do want to be more active in Dragon Pro, but it's just that, like, it's like I said, it's not a shot at him, not him directly, but sometimes it's just the help that you ask for there, you don't necessarily get it. As far
Yeah.
as like some of the admins there,
Yeah.
but CJ is real good about communicating. So like I say, it's not nothing negative. I don't want that to be taken the wrong way. Because like I said,
No, I
I don't
totally
know half them
understand.
people. Yeah,
And I think
I don't
he will
know half the people
understand when he
there.
watches this.
Yeah, half the people there I don't really even know. I know some of them, but not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get where the confusion can come in too. So, but that's just going back to what me and B-More always talk about, as far as everybody expecting some E-Fest to be like the one we come from, and I think I fell victim to that too, because I always talk about it, but then I'm like, damn, I fell for it too.
Yeah.
You expect all E-Fest to be like the one you was just in. And then when you see that it's
Mhm.
not like that, it's like a mind fuck, and you're like, ah, damn it,
Yeah.
this is different. So it's just getting used to what you getting unfamiliar with what you familiar with, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro,
But
you're what's up? The one Tyson Storm is here. Hello, sir, and welcome, Corey. Love you, Uncle Bubba.
yeah, like I said, man, man, like if it weren't for Corey, I probably would have been quit this. Uh, I don't know how many times I went to him and asked him like, how did he keep going? Because it gets discouraging, like when you think you're doing something right, and then you got people who just flat out just don't like what you're doing, and instead of them just saying they don't like it, they just start making like claims that you're doing something, I guess, intentionally to them, and that there is just crazy to me. Because if anybody know me, you know I'm the one guy that, like I said, and it's not for me to be bragging about it because it's no point to brag about having to help people, but I've helped people before, and I'm did a lot of stuff as well as like creating clause and make sure everybody is good. So I'm like, when I get called like a liar or something like that, that do piss me off because I'm like, damn, I go out my way to make sure everybody's good in here. Like I
Mm-hmm.
literally go out my way, and I get called a liar because it's something I don't understand, or somebody is upset because they're not being featured or something like that. Which is fine. Like everybody ain't gonna get featured on one show. You're not gonna be on every show. There is just mind blowing to me. Like we got all these talents here, and you feel like you need to be featured every show. Like, come on,
Yeah,
bro, they
that's
don't
not
do
how it
that
works. You
everywhere.
need to have
It
time
don't
for
work like
others
that.
to
You
have
can't
that
be
shine.
featured every show,
Yeah,
but you got
you have to
people
have
who
time
want to
for
be
that other
featured every
people
show.
that don't get that shot.
Yeah, you got people who want to be here every show, and
True.
I'm thinking about stripping Big Bad Baby Daddy of that title too,
Oh,
but I'm not sure yet.
Big
If you
Bad
can
Baby
tag
Daddy's
Yeah,
him, I
actually
gotta
here.
break that news. Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah. He
oh,
doesn't
oh.
deserve the title.
Oh yeah, he doesn't deserve the title, so I was gonna strip him.
Wait, you're gonna strip him? Oh, whoa, we can't be stripping on here. This ain't the
So,
spicy
Yeah, I
channel.
heard. Since that's what he into, that's what I'm gonna do to him.
no, no.
but I'm kind of glad he's here because and like I say, it's nothing against nobody, but me personally, I feel like he's a good champion, and I'm not saying that to say that nobody's saying that you're not a good one, but
Well, they are saying I'm not a good one. A lot of them are. Well, a lot of the pundits, especially those from across the pond, if you know what I'm saying.
yeah, which everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Get sock puppet lawyer.
Yeah. See, so
Hey, take it easy.
so my
Everybody's
sock
entitled to
puppet
their
lawyer is
opinion
here to
as
make
far as
sure I
that.
don't cut up too much. But yeah. I mean,
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Leaving this
uh-oh.
interrogation, please.
Yeah. Make them talk. Make them talk the location of the Death Star plans. No,
Nah,
just
this doing this place is weird, man. I hate doing this interrogation place, man. They got cameras everywhere.
It's
oh
vicious and
yeah,
fierce.
Yeah,
it's funny.
I feel like Ali with his baby mamas.
Oh,
Remember, they're all making an appearance at Game Changer.
Oh man, I'm
Yeah, all of
screwed.
them.
yeah,
I heard on the hotline.
yeah.
Apparently,
They
Big
got
Bad Baby
front row
Daddy has
seats.
his own official hotline for his baby mamas now. It's in the market.
Yeah, yeah. There's like two people answering the phones.
Oh man.
Mr. Brandon, this is Mr. Larry, Corey. Who is this Brandon you speak of? Could be
Oh
anybody.
man. But like I said, people are entitled to their opinions as far as that. It's up to you on how you take that. I've never personally said that I thought any different. Only thing I've
Mhm.
ever said is like, as far as like, and that was aimed at both you and Chambers, as far as the whole just carrying yourself as the champion, like, and you knew what I mean, because
Yeah.
y'all both knew what I meant by that. It wasn't no disrespect.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh, yeah, I think, like I said, at the end of the day, everybody entitled to their opinion, and it's if you think you're a good champion, then that's all that really that matters. Like, not everybody gonna think the same. That's the beauty and the fun of this all too, because you're not gonna have the same type of personalities in the same league. And like I
Right.
said with IWA, we got kind of the best of the best. Because if you think about it, we got like one claw out of each brand that Larry names when he gets on here. Damn near, we got one of
Hmm.
each out of them. So you got a mixture of so many different people here. So there's gonna be a lot of people that's probably not familiar with your brand of gimmick. So they gonna think, well,
True.
what the fuck is this? Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine because it's a lot of weird gimmicks I've seen,
Oh,
and I
no
don't say nothing about it.
doubt.
It's funny. It's like Leo said before. It's cool seeing all these creations like go at it. It's just to see what people like. That lets you know, like when you see somebody's gimmick, that lets you know what type of person that person is or their personality. Because to have that mindset to even think of something like that or fathom something like that and make it like a creation, like that's dope. Like if you, I don't know if you ever asked Leo Blake this, but like how did you come up with that type of character or the name or all like that's
Mhm.
just listen to that. Like even with Ali, I've asked him before, like how'd you even come up with that? And he told me
I
just
think in
to,
our interview he did bring that about, but I know when I did one with Ali, it got interrupted
oh
because
Uh.
remember there was that whole situation with
Oh.
that one person
Yeah.
attacking him.
Yeah. That.
Yeah,
oh yeah yeah.
yeah,
That
that was last time
inbred.
I had Ali on a single interview that I recall, and I
It was
remember it
chaos.
was that
It
whole
was.
situation with Devo.
It was a
Oh yeah.
tragedy. Yeah. No. Yeah. There's a lot going on. There's a lot
Yeah.
going on. I can't even remember what I said, so I would say if it's still up, like I think I said it. I think I explained it, and then when we got into another gear, that's when the Jerry Springer stuff started. No, it wasn't Jerry Springer stuff. The Maury stuff? No,
Just
no. The Steve Wilkos stuff? I don't know. That's when the fight broke out. Anyway, that's when the fight
And you
started.
guys also had a match at War Games at Wrestle Madness, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. We did. It was that match took a lot out of everybody.
Oh yeah, it
Um,
was a
yeah,
war. Crap. I think
it
most
was.
of you were all bleeding.
Yeah, I think the Red Cross sponsored that match. Yeah, yeah. It was rough. Yeah,
I
it
know
was.
that match. It kind of make you not want to trust your team. It was a lot of going into business for
Yeah,
yourself on both sides.
yeah, there was some of that too.
Because if you
Yeah,
notice
yeah.
that
I watched the tape.
uh
Yeah,
yeah, if you look at it, the CCC is pretty much decimated. Only one still here is MG.
that's a shame because they're probably our biggest rivals.
Yeah, that was like,
I didn't think that they would self-destruct. Like
oh, I knew that was gonna happen. There's too many chiefs, not enough Indians.
too many chiefs, too many primes, and not enough bumblebees.
Basically,
Too many,
everybody wants to
too
be the
many
boss.
Megatrons and not enough sound waves.
Then you go from wanting to be a leader to wanting to be like different stuff. I don't know, it's weird. But hey, to each his own.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Amen.
yeah.
You're a leader of your own faction, and you want to start being a rock star. So, hey,
Well, leading factions isn't for everybody.
no, it's not.
Maybe they're more at home doing their own thing, so
Yeah, that's true.
it's fine. I mean, it is what it is. But I can't discount the threat that they were.
Oh yeah,
It came down to it. We
put the
had to have
whipping
a
on
big
that
showdown
motherfucking
like
ass.
that. And we just had to. Well, let's just say the guys just brought the pain, and everybody was hurting at the end of the match, but we wound up winning, and I can't be mad at the ending. It's just you know. So yeah.
Mr.
Oh,
BBBD, I do have a question for you
yeah, sure.
regarding what you just said there. You talk about getting brutalized, and sir, I have respect for your talent, but he just announced who your next opponent was, and all I gotta say is, if you've never faced Mr. Graves, you're in for a work.
Oh no, no,
Mr.
he's not.
Graves.
He's not the next opponent. He's gonna be in that invitational Royal Rumble.
Oh, I thought he was gonna be facing him. I thought that's who
Oh no,
stepped
no,
up.
no, 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 no. He said he. Oh no, what I was saying was he's one of the ones that I'm looking out for. There's gonna
Oh,
be
oh,
a top name
Yeah,
here.
I see.
I don't even know who my opponent's going to be because some things just went sideways with the last situation. So
Mystery
funny
opponent.
thing that
It could be
funny
anybody.
thing that so could be anybody.
I think they have faced off before, if I'm not mistaken.
Who? Jack Graves and BBD?
No, no, no. His mystery opponent.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
really?
oh.
Let me
I think
see.
it's gonna be good. I'm kind of pissed that the game wiped because this version of Big Bad Baby Daddy that I made was so fucking good. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm gonna have to figure out how I fucking did this shit.
I think Mr. BBD needs a detective to help him solve his case.
Might need that.
I
Yeah,
got you. I'm
like,
Sherlock Larry at your service.
Yeah,
I didn't know any better.
you
I think a
probably.
hacker hacked the system and
Um, I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past a hacker to do something
you
like
know
that.
we
Just
dealt with a hacker
totally.
before.
Nah, it
Yeah.
was Rocky the Rock. That's who it was.
Oh my god.
I
But
told
yeah,
Stop
that's.
the lawyer to stop throwing it.
Hmm? What? Say again?
Rocky
Say what?
Horror.
Where's that again? No, but yeah. So I think I almost got thrown out of Dragon Pro today. I think I don't know. I didn't stick around to see the aftermath. I showed up. I
I've noticed you're
caused
still
chaos,
there.
and I left.
I've noticed. I don't think you're going to get kicked out, but it's not my brand, and I don't. But I don't think Corey's going to be like that. I don't think Corey's going to be like
I figure if somebody threatens my career, and says what they say, where I make my money, I owe them a return visit, and I get to say what I get to say. I felt as if that was appropriate. Not everybody felt that way, so okay. Well, the chips fell where the chips fell. I'll just say that. And certain individuals were unhappy, and
Yeah, I heard your
had some
baby
short
mama's
words.
all lined up with a slapping.
Yeah. Well, eh, I should have chose my words a little more carefully because Keisha's still over there. I mean, Bulk Logan's problem, not mine, but still, she's mother to two of my kids. So, all right. So, I don't know. I hope they don't make things difficult for her over there. I just hope they don't. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, not just kids.
Also,
I don't care.
I came to the realization of who Sock Puppet Lawyer reminds me of. He reminds me of Better Call Saul from Breaking Bad.
Oh,
I've never
yeah.
seen that show.
Better
You
call
need
Saul.
to.
But he had his own spinoff from.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Even better. It was a masterpiece, I will say, for a spinoff. A
Yeah.
masterpiece.
What is it called?
Better
Call
Call
Saul.
Saul.
Oh,
It's literally, that's what it's called. Better Call Saul. And then there's Breaking
okay.
Bad, where everything starts.
So I'm guessing things
Saul's
get
like
bad.
the go-to person.
You know,
Like,
they
I got
actually
a
give out
problem
Lego
I
sets
can't
of the
solve.
Breaking Bad playset, right? Like, you could be having your own little mess set.
Oh gosh.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
In Walmart's,
I got
bro.
a problem I can't solve, and it requires a particular set of skills, and a certain discreetness that doesn't involve the police. Better call Saul. Yeah, pretty much. He's a cleanup guy or something.
Yeah, he's a lawyer that does some shady stuff.
Yeah. A lawyer. A shyster.
It's nice stuff.
Trickster.
He's a nice stuff. Oh, I can't wait until the day that BBBD and Medea all go do an adventure together. It's going to be awesome. I'm telling you.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Not that,
Uh-oh.
that kind of adventure.
Just tell her to keep her gun at home. We'll need no bullets flying all, just because somebody said something.
Last time I told her that, she told me she didn't have one, and then at the last funeral we were at, she pulled out a shotgun out of places I don't even want to know of.
She had the shotgun.
And blind
She had the
man
sawed-off
keeps bringing
shotgun.
up that she has a prostate.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Could you imagine Medea as an IWA Women's Champion?
I feel bad for the ladies. Don't look under that dress.
Oh my god.
Oh no. That's crazy.
Hey, I have a Medea call for both the male and females division, so I mean, just saying.
Medea goes to WrestleMania.
WrestleMania will break,
Oh god.
saving YouTube.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Medea goes to WrestleMania.
I can see it. Goes to Wrestle Madness.
Medea Mania.
Oh, it's running wild. Her and Urkel are actually my tag team champions for Eddie's RCW.
That's funny.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're the longest reigning tag champions into the season, and last season was season 2. This is season 3.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Nice.
Who runs RCW? You?
Eddie does, yes. RCW, he runs the brand called Hellfire, and Lewis runs the brand Uprise.
Okay. Are you talking Lucius West?
Yes. Lucius used to own the company, but then he gave it to Lewis. But you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've stuck by Lewis for a long time now. My sister was the one that originally hired me. If you guys know her, Wolfina, she hired me for the company originally. But then she left, gave it to Lewis. Lewis kept me on, and boom, Eddie's still GM. And he just posted out the divisions and champions today, so He just had his first show back, and he's getting ready for the next one. Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering what that was. I didn't know he ran shows.
Yeah, Revolution Championships Wrestling. I think I brought it up to you a couple times when we've talked, but I know
I
you've
think
also been busy doing other things. But Eddie has been by his side running Hellfire. Hellfire is his legit love child. That is Eddie's baby.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hellfire
cool.
is legit the brand that Eddie produced. All you see is in-out violence. From the start of the show to the end of the show, every single match has a gimmick match, basically, to it. There's no rules.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Awesome. But great stories, though. Great stories that lead into them. It's awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
if you got us three could do predictions on who was gonna win that Royal Rumble to face Leo, who would you pick? And this, like I said, it's open to anybody.
You know what? I think it's gonna be somebody like you got some like new mystery people in there.
Yeah.
Like I think it's gonna be one of them. It's gonna be somebody we don't expect. It's gonna be somebody we ain't never seen before. I just feel like it's gonna be it's gonna be a shocker. I think it's probably gonna be that.
Jack Graves,
I think we're
Katie,
going.
and Nomad are my top three.
Yeah, KD been
Yeah,
doing
it could
pretty
be.
good here too. Yeah.
Katie, Nomad, Jack Graves. You wanted to know which ones? Those are my three picks. I'm done.
Those
Let's see.
those are good choices.
Yeah, because anybody could win this motherfucker too. That's what's crazy.
And if it's really true that somebody that we've never seen before wins, that will be big. Wait, this is just for men, not women, right?
Yeah, just for men.
Okay, I was about to say, if you put a woman in there, I may have a pick. I was going to say one of BBBD's baby mamas for the win.
Oh
Oh,
Lord,
God.
never hear the end of it.
Yeah, Sharkeisha, I think it is. Sharkeisha, yeah.
Keisha, not her. Oh no, anybody but her.
Sharkeisha!
No, no,
She was Medea's cellmate
no.
back in prison up at the state penitentiary up in Cleveland.
Oh, no.
No, oh no,
It was up
oh no.
north.
And I'm thinking too of letting the match. I'm gonna pick the people in the match, but I'm not gonna pick the numbers.
hmm
So that way it's random, and I'm not picking who's coming in 30, who's coming in 1. It'll be at random. So that way it's all the way kind of not saying legit, but it's you can't call who's number 1, who's number 2.
hmm
So I'm thinking about doing it like that too, where it's you're not gonna know who's gonna win it.
hmm
I don't know if it should be 30 or 20 or 30 people. That's the only thing I'm stuck on.
mm.
I mean,
Hey,
are you trying to go big, or if you do 20, that's like that reminds me of like an Aztec warfare. But if you do like a 30, we could do like a Royal Rumble Aztec warfare type. Gauntlet Eliminator.
Oh yeah, can do
Yeah,
Gauntlet Eliminator. Right.
yeah.
That match will last longer too.
Mm-hmm.
The Royal Rumble last time I think it was like 15 fucking
Be
minutes.
more chaotic.
You said what?
This is Game Changer. Let's change the name of the game. Break the
Yeah, we
system.
can do that.
sure. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that should be fucking crazy then. God, yeah, that'd be fucking
There
crazy.
you go. I like violence and I like chaos. So let's do it.
Well, I already know who probably be number 1 just because who it needs to be is the same person who was number 1 in the Rumble.
Oh.
If y'all following who it is. It's gonna be Mighty. I make Mighty number 1.
Oh, I get it. You're trying to say you're number one. I get it.
Yeah, basically.
He's like, I'm number one, guys. I'm number one. Wait, I'm number one.
So I think I got enough people to do that too. If I have to, I might throw in some NXT or WWE people just to help fill out a couple of spots,
Okay.
just to make it a little fun.
Yeah,
I know you're going
that'll.
to put Axiom in there. He's been appearing on there a couple times, I noticed, in your company.
Yeah, him and Fraxon. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Hell, maybe even one of the local competitors of the town we're in might show up.
yeah. I got one on
Local
my
talent.
communication. I just gotta go find his ass.
I mean, who knows? Heisenberg from Breaking Bad could show up with Dirtbag Dan. Who knows?
Dirtbag.
No, literally, there is a guy named Dirtbag Dan now in the wrestling world. He's a hardcore redneck that walked out the first time he entered. He snotted out his nose and he said, "All right, time to hunt ourselves a yeti."
Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's funny.
All
So I'm
right,
thinking that whole
hunt
pay per
ourselves
view
down a
might just
yeti.
be that Gauntlet Eliminator. I'm thinking
Shit, man.
it's gonna be
That's what he should be suiting up the
yeah, I
place.
think
We're getting
yeah,
cuffs.
it's gonna be because I know I'm doing that Elimination Chamber for the women. For and the winner of that is gonna face Sonya.
Ooh.
So it'd be what, 4 matches? It'll be, well, if I can get down, because now Jackie don't have an opponent. Shit.
Oh, forgot about that. Dang.
She does it.
Yeah. Oh well.
Mm. A
Well.
Kind of got an idea what I want to do, but I'm gonna hold off on. I'm gonna think a little bit more on that. I kind of got an idea what I want to do. Because if that's the case, then that'll be good. I feel to kick off something that is kind of already in the works. That'll be perfect, actually. So yeah. So pretty much what I'm gonna do, because I'm sure I got I got the Young Bloods made, I got Norris made, I got just got Ryan made. I just ain't got DB, Ali, and Jackie made. The thing once I get them made, oh, I need to get Grady made. He got a match too. But yeah, I just got like I think 4 more claws, and like I say, Bulk and Rusty will come in a little later once I get like the proper time. But yeah, I think we're gonna be good. Actually, I'm kind of glad. Like I said, I'm kind of glad it happened because kind of get to reset and kind of look at things that you
Mm,
wasn't looking at the beginning. And I think the belts are a little
yeah.
nicer too.
I think. Yeah. No rush. Because it's a big project. And then the other thing is like, what's the best way to back that stuff up so that like if this happens again, you
maybe
can like you just have to put it on
maybe have a
2K.
second account.
Well, see, I talked to 2K and they said I should get everything back because it's saved in a cloud account. But
Really?
I don't know nothing about no cloud account, so I was confused on that. So if
Yeah,
anybody
like a cloud.
listening
Do they
knows anything
mean like
about
a
a cloud
cloud
account,
storage? Like a cloud
yeah,
storage?
yeah, that's what they were saying.
Huh.
Do you have to pay extra for that?
I don't
Or
know nothing about it, so I wouldn't even know.
Well, if it's in a cloud storage that they're claiming that you have, you must have already paid for it, unless you intentionally did not pay for it without knowing.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, okay.
can they explain that to you more? I mean, like
Yeah,
you're
I asked them
talking
for
to
more
customer
information.
support.
I was like, that don't solve my question, but
Like, how do you
okay.
access that? Like, how do you restore stuff from that? Yeah.
Yeah, unless you trash
But this time
it. I
around,
mean,
I'm just
unless you
gonna
can
send
restore
shit
your
to
trash can.
I'm just gonna send shit to a fucking hashtag is what I'm gonna do. I'm just get a BS hashtag and send all the shit there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I lucked out though, because me and VJ partners, and I just so happened to send him Mighty. I was like, oh god, I forgot about that shit until he told me that shit. I was like, oh god.
Scorn.
And then what's crazy, like I literally got on the game to do that, and then that's when they wiped. I said, God
Damn.
damn it! I get on the game and put that shit on the hashtag because somebody brought it up. Like, hey, you might want to save that stuff. I think it was
Oh.
CJ. CJ said that when he did the new patch, it took his titles or something like that. So I was like, oh fuck,
Uh-huh.
let
Yeah.
me go ahead and do that. Hopped on that game, that bitch wiped. I was like, you son of a bitch.
So is it that it asks you it prompts you, and if you don't answer a certain way, that's when the glitch happens,
That's
or?
what Colton was saying. He said that they asked me a prompt and I must have not paid attention to it, and I hit no or yes. It was one or two.
I think if you hit no, it wipes your stuff.
But you want to
That's
know
all.
something crazy about that? I still have all the stuff I purchased from the island, but it
Wow.
wiped the game. So I'm like, that's confusing, right?
Because the island has been, the added feature alone has been messing up for people. Like, that's been what's been happening with a lot of people, but they don't seem to fix the island ever.
Mm.
So I guess that's what it is. I was like, fuck it.
Like, nobody uses the island unless they're, like, dedicated to the island, but all I ever hear the island is good for is getting some stuff to unlock.
Yeah, they got some pretty cool shit on there.
Yeah, that's all I hear that is for. I don't own the game myself, so, you know me. I'm grateful for what gets
Nah,
created for
it's
me.
actually, the island is pretty cool if I knew how to play it. You probably have to get Wild Man on here because he's played it and he liked it.
Did B
So I was
More
like,
send you Riley under your tag?
yeah, but I don't got her no more neither. So I'm like I told him I'm waiting on him to finish bulking up his character so he can't lose no more, and then he can send me the claws.
Wait, what do you mean bulking? Like bulking them up like in physical size?
I'm guessing cheating, however he want to put it.
he taking steroids at the macaroni.
Giving them steroids, putting them on the juice.
Sock puppet lawyer, is this legal?
I don't know. Don't think so. Is it?
Well, in all
No,
fairness,
no,
with
no.
this happening, I allowed everybody to change their claws anyway.
Yeah, drugs
I was
are
like,
legal.
since I knew that because I know that's gonna happen with that. I'm pretty sure when I told everybody my game got wiped, they was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm finna change my claw."
Whoa, that bro.
Which is cool.
Fuck yeah, he says. He's like,
Fuck yeah, I'm
Wow.
finna change my shit up. So you
Yeah.
can see
Well,
6, 7 foot giants doing hurricanranas and shit. So I'm like, oh, yeah.
that's literally what
Andre the
Eddie
Giant
does.
doing
He
the
likes to go
plancha.
flying.
Good.
So I'm
Eddie
like,
likes to
okay.
fly for a big guy.
That's funny. Oh, hopefully people don't get out of control with that. That's. I'm not going to name names, but like if
Famous.
okay, so if they're shrugging off heavyweights, right? Like, but then that same wrestler is shrugging off heavyweights like they're cruiserweights is flying through the air. It's just funny.
Right.
They're defying physics at that point. Like, come on.
Facts.
It's like, I don't know, but it's not a shot at anybody in particular. It's just, folks out there be doing that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, be more. You shouldn't be doing that. From what he's saying,
Oh my god.
it's not a
Oh,
shot though, but you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you're on the toilet, take your shot, bro.
Oh god. No, but I guess I don't know. Should I address the elephant in the middle of the room, or should I just let the elephant?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Hey,
We just
Leave my Uncle Carl out of this. Oh, wait. Continue. Sorry.
okay. So people are probably wondering. Okay, you know how like I was supposed to defend my title against CJ Frost, and CJ Frost said, "Oh, I'm a clown," and fighting me doesn't mean anything, even if it's for my title and this that, and the third is a waste of time, all this stuff, right? And I just said, okay, well, then why? What's wrong? You don't want to get upstaged by the big bad baby daddy in front of millions well, not just a few thousand fans, but he just wasn't interested in the match and stuff. So now, then, next thing is someone had the idea to say, well, what if it's for his career? Will you fight him then? And I didn't have anything to do with that. Not my suggestion. Just someone.
Mr. Leo Blade. It's no secret who revealed it.
Someone suggested that. It might have rhymed with Leo Shade, but no. Someone suggested that it'd be I put my career on the line, right? I already got my title on the line. I got to put my career on the line too, just to get in the ring with CJ Frost. I said,
wasn't it his title versus your career?
No, it's my title and my career versus. I wasn't sure what it was versus. So I said,
thought it
wait
was
a
a
minute.
career match all around.
Well, no. At first, it was the way it was put to me is that I had to put my career on the line just to get Frost to get in the ring because the title wasn't enough. He didn't want to fight me for the title because the title meant nothing. If he beats me for the title, it means nothing. In fact, he wasn't going to fight me. He wasn't going to challenge for that title as long as I'm holding it. That's what he said. Remember? Mm-hmm. So because I'm just that much of a bozo, right? So I go, okay, whatever. Moving on. There's got to be somebody else that wants the title. It's the King of the Ring championship now, right? So there's plenty of people, there's brackets of people that want to be King of the Ring champion. So I'm going to focus on that.
Do you have somebody you're maybe wanting to face?
Well, it could be anybody, right? I don't know. Who knows?
Well, is there anybody your deep desire that you hope to maybe or think you want to face?
Here's the problem. If you go to Vegas and you play roulette,
oh no,
and you're too dead set on it being a specific number or color or whatever, or even or odd, or whatever, right? You're gonna lose. You got to play the odds, right? So it might, 50-50 chances red or black, right? 50-50 chances odd or even, right? You just roll them, right? Mm-hmm. You can't get too attached to expectations because you don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I could think this person's going to win the King of the Ring, and it could be somebody. It could be the biggest jabroni on the roster, for all I know. I don't know.
I knew it.
I don't think Leo's in it.
So you just never know. So you just have to watch carefully.
I don't think Leo's in the King of the Ring.
Oh. Ooh.
You just have to watch and see what happens, and then whoever the opponent ends up being, that's who you got to face. I don't want to get too set on I think it's going to be this person because then I'm mentally prepared for the wrong opponent.
Yeah, I know who I would like to see win it.
Huh?
I know who I would like to see win it. I think that would be good. KD.
KD would be a good pick.
Okay, the King Dominator trying to be the King of the Ring. Okay, I can see that. That would make sense.
Also known as the Fire King.
The Fire King. Okay, that would be King versus King. Okay, like Monarchy versus Monarchy. Okay. But then again, like I said, what if it's not him? Right? What if it's somebody else?
It could be anybody.
It could be anybody. So you gotta be prepared for anything. You just gotta watch.
Dog.
It could be a dog.
It could be
a dog that hasn't had his shots.
That's
could be
scary. A bear.
It could be a bear.
A bear.
It could be the bear. It could be the bear that remember when the women were like, "We choose the bear." It could be that bear.
Yeah,
or it could be the gorilla that just. I'm the first of 100 guys.
Hey, you just gave me an idea. Would you be opposed if I did that? Put him in the King of the Ring tournament?
Oh God, the gorilla?
Yeah.
Or the bear? The lion, gorilla, the bear, or the tiger? Like I don't know.
You have a bear too?
I mean, if you have to, if the roster has some suddenly missing people, and there just happen to be an escaped animal from the zoo that winds up in the King of the Ring tournament, I won't necessarily be opposed to that. Now, I might bring a gun to my match if they win, but just be forewarned. I might bring like a tranquilizer gun with me to the ring, but I digress. Do what you gotta do. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, sorry. Before I get too off track, thriller. Okay. The reason. So I, me versus CJ Frost. Okay, wasn't gonna happen. And then the idea came up. Oh well, put my career on the line, right? Because that was enough to draw him in, right? But that wasn't my idea. I wasn't on board with that at all. I wasn't after anybody. I was like, I certainly don't want to. Why? I don't need to fight CJ Frost. I mean, I have a belt. I'm champion. Look, I don't have to pick a fight with a guy, right? Hey, he's got a title shot. He doesn't want it. Okay, somebody else can get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, right?
To see who comes out and challenges you.
But here goes. So here goes. Oh, it's my title on the line and my career on the line. I said, well, wait a minute. So if I lose, I lose my title and my career. I said, well, what do you lose if you lose, right? Oh, I'm going to leave IWA. I'm like, so you're going to leave IWA, but your career's not over. Right? So I lose, my career's over, and I lose my title. I lose everything, right?
Basically, all
you just
the
get to go back
obligations are on you.
you just get to go back to where you came from and still have a career and still have a company. There's not enough on the table for me here, buddy. So that's why I didn't accept it. So when I went over to Dragon Pro to say, I changed my nickname to #FrostIsScared.
I saw that.
And immediately, I was not the favorite person around there. Okay, but yeah, I think that upset them a little bit because then they started saying this and saying that and saying I was a hypocrite. I said, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, hey, wait a minute. Let's look at the facts. Now, no one wants to hear that. Everybody tries to goad me into doing something stupid. I don't need to be goaded into doing something stupid. Okay, I can handle that all by myself. I mean, wait. That sounded better in your head. Yes, it did sound better in my head. But you know what I'm trying to say. Oh, okay. I don't need anybody's help to do something stupid. I mean, okay. Let me switch gears here because I think I dug a hole for myself with that comment. But but I'm not somebody who is gonna, you can push my buttons and I just do whatever, right? I mean, how does the big bad baby daddy survive having all those baby mamas, all those kids, if he's easily triggered, right? So you're not gonna be able to play a player. No. So you're not gonna trick me into a scam likely. I already see it coming, so I'm like, nope, not gonna do that. In fact, I'm gonna go back to where you guys are, and I'm gonna say, ha, look at you, you took your ball and you went home, right? But I'm public enemy #1 for that, so it's okay. Life goes on. People throw tomatoes and trash like it's WCW, peak Hollywood Hogan era, But no, I've got to move on and fight whoever is going to be a game changer. I don't even know who that's going to be. And then if I retain, when I retain, excuse me, then I got to fight whoever wins the King of the Ring bracket. Is that correct? So I got a lot of unknowns that I got to prepare for. I don't have time for CJ Frost and his cryptic masked shenanigans.
WA. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. That's right. Anything can happen.
And will happen.
And you got to keep your head on a swivel because you never know. You might be here today and gone tomorrow. Apparently. So.
And I'm gonna speak to this, and I'm not defending CJ. I'm not. But before season 2 started, there was a conversation had between me and CJ to where he was not supposed to come back to IWA. because it was a talk amongst me and a couple of other people to where we don't want to send the same clause to different leagues. We want different clause on different leagues. So that was already a discussion before I had made him the number one contender. So the way that was going to work was if he won, then he would stick around. If he lost, he would leave. But I'm thinking with that match he had with Leo, that was kind of like a perfect way of him kind of having his swan song in IWA, him retiring the U.S. title. It's like, what else could he, like, yeah, he could have the title match with you, but then just coming off that match, and then 2 weeks later, you're jumping into a whole nother match. I can kind of see where he kind of like, well, I don't need the match, but this is where we can kind of make that switch. That was like me doing that. So not that nobody needs to know that that was what went down, but I don't want him to get a bad rep as being like
He's not going to get a bad rep, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't want him to get that bad rep of being difficult to work with or a diva or anything like that. It was a conversation, and I try to keep the conversations I have with the talent like close guarded, because that, even though it was going to be obvious that was going to kind of be the case, but like I say, just let it all play out. Like, it's not as serious as it looked like it is, because there's a reason behind it happening.
Yeah.
So, and that's one thing that I feel like I'm good at, but I'm also terrible at too, because sometimes I can work the boys and then I work creative too.
Yeah.
Just to throw them off, because some stuff I can't tell them, because you can ask Norris this too. I had to genuinely not tell him something so he could be really pissed off when it did happen.
Yeah.
Then when it happened, he was like, that's what you was trying to get. Yeah, I wanted you to be really pissed off about that. And I'm like, you acting pissed off wasn't going to get the reaction that we needed. And then the way the game worked itself out, it came full circle with Chambers challenging him again. So it worked itself out either way. And I'm like, I need that type of reaction so you could be like this. So the way it worked. And then, if you notice, he shifted his whole character. Like, everybody seen him when he first came in, he was a flashy guy with the little, I forget what you call that hat, but it was a hat he wear with his little flower shirt, little jeans and shit. Scott Hall type character, just fuck Norris, fuck it. Then he goes to TSW, kind of joins Hostility out the blue. Then comes IW, or he leaves TSW, comes IWA. He's still doing his Hostility thing, but then he starts kind of venturing off to singles situation. Hostility ends up leaving. You notice you don't see that vest no more, do you? The vest done went away. So that just make you wonder, like, is Hostility still leaving a thing? Because you don't hear nothing about it no more. And then, like, from what I know, Norris is slowly probably doing something behind the scenes. We don't know. But he not the same Norris he was when he first got here. And then he dropped Samantha and picked up his EMP, which I don't know if y'all seen her, but she basically won that mixed tag team tournament for the team. Alrighty.
Mr. Ali.
Alright, gotta run, y'all. See y'all next time.
Understood.
Alright.
Alright.
Peace
Take it
out.
easy, man.
Honored to have you.
But yeah, I think the shifts that's gonna happen is gonna be pretty good. But yeah, like I said, I know a lot of people don't like the fact that I have to do that, but some stuff I can't expose because then it's gonna take the excitement away, I feel.
Yeah.
So some stuff I do kind of, like I said, I keep close guarded and I don't say much.
That's understood.
Yeah. So, but like I said, I'm looking forward to the new challenges, just everything, and
It's
kind of
going
see how
to be great
everything
to see as a
play
whole.
itself out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta love the stories that will go in the Game Changer. Everybody, go check out IWA Game Changer when it does come out. We have plenty of time to prepare. There'll be a lot of great action and story going into it. I guarantee that.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Do you have anything else you would like to say, sir, before we end off?
No sir, that's it.
Well,
That's it.
sir, it was nice to have you on. We hope to have you back on for another War Room, and we hope to see another IWA backstage brawl in the future. That
Oh
remains
yes
to be
sir.
seen. But
Yes sir.
everybody, stay tuned for IWA Game Changer, and stay tuned for more news in the IWA and other companies in the wrestling world.